Hi everybody, happy International Wednesday. Sorry, that was connected to my laptop. So hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. I wanted to pop in to not just celebrate International Wednesday, but I wanted to share something that's been on my mind. It's the truth about scaling your business 6 figures and beyond. So if you're at 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, but the truth about building a business essentially. And I want to apologize ahead of time because I'm outside. I finally decided to work outside at Starbucks and it's mega loud, so I apologize. So if you're meeting me for the first time, you're like, who's this lady? What is she talking about? My name is Fabiola Giordani, and I am a business and marketing coach for women entrepreneurs who are ready to scale their business to 6 figures and beyond. And I've been blessed to do that in my business, multiple 6 figures in less than a year, less than 18 months in my business, multiple 6 figures. And I help my clients do the same. And I'm going to share with you how I do that. But I want to share with you some stats that I feel like we need to address. So the truth is, a lot of women entrepreneurs are starting businesses, or there's a lot of women-based businesses where we are going out there and claiming our freedom and starting these amazing, incredible businesses that are changing lives. And the number is increasing like every year. And so that's amazing, that's incredible, and it's awesome, and I love that. But the truth is, only 12% of those women are making 6 figures. And at a certain point, they were making 6 figures at their jobs. That is not actually 100% of, if it's a full 12% that are making 6 figures in their business, or 6 figures overall. And so the truth is, only about 75% of us who are in business are making close to 50K and beyond. And so I want to make sure that you can hear and see me. So just, drop a note and say hi, but I'm going to keep going. Okay. And so the truth is, not a lot of us who are launching these incredible opportunities to serve the world are making the money that we need to make to sustain us. And 6 figures is not just a number because it sounds so magical and everyone talks about it. What that does for you, it allows you to have more freedom. You can hire a team. You can be able to afford things like vacations. And it allows you to invest in the systems and the strategies that you need so that you can move your business forward. So anyone who's making millions and beyond, they're doing so because they were able to recognize what changes they need to make in their business. And you should always be at the point where every month my team and I evaluate where we are, sales and things like that. So you should always be at that point. But what I wanted to share with you today are just 3 things that you need to do to be focusing on, that you need to focus on to scale your business to 6 figures and beyond. And so this is the truth, people. So if you're at a place where you're kind of stuck, where you're making, 50K or less, so you're not even close to the 6-figure mark, then I suggest you stick around, or at least save this video for later. All right, so the first thing that I want you to do to really scale your business to 6 figures and beyond, excuse me, I'm wearing like a sundress, is to understand your customer's journey with you. So how from them being like just spectators to leads to actual buyers, what do they buy, what they need help with? Like, do you understand your customer's journey? Because that's going to help you determine what offers and products you can offer to your community in a way that's going to best serve them, but also allow you to actually have a conversion, right? Because the truth is, if you're just putting products out there, just putting services out there, especially if you're in a service-based industry and you're not really making the sales that you want, you have to step back and reevaluate who your audience is. Sometimes we have to tweak our audience and just change things completely. I was reading an article yesterday that Ravit Sethi wrote, and he had a 7-figure product that he let go of. Multiple 7 figures actually, product that he had to let go of because after evaluating everything within the time frame that the product was available, one of the lessons that he said is that he was slow to change. He didn't actually take the feedback of the community soon enough to make those changes in order to improve the product, to keep it. So even though they were making, I think it was like 2.5 million, they were losing more money and all the other things that they were doing to upkeep the community. So long story short, even though it was an awesome product and people loved it, it wasn't making him money overall. And so if you're stuck in a space where you're not making money, do you understand your customer's journey? Are they telling you what they need, and are you ignoring that? Because yes, maybe you want to work with just high-end clients, but are you attracting those people? And what are you doing? What if you're not, what are you doing that's causing you not to attract those people, right? But also the people in your community, what can you do to help them get to the level where they can invest with you? And so if you've ever talked to me about working with me, I'm not the person to be like, let me try to push you into something I feel you're not a good fit for, or let me try to get you into a program. That's not me. And so, but I do believe in giving people things for where they're at in their business. So when I first started, of course, I was at that point where it's just high level coaching because I wanted to fill my one-on-one practice. But over time, if you want to scale your business to the next level, you're going to have to offer products and service. Well, not per se services unless you have a team and things like that, but at least products that's going to get you there. Hey Tamara, I miss you, boo. And so I want to encourage you to really understand your customer's journey. So are you managing it the right way? Are you offering the right things? And are you listening to your people of where they're at? So I often hear this from people, especially when they first start working with me, is like, oh, my list doesn't work and I'm going to just dump in and start over. And the truth is not that your list is not working. Are you doing what you need to do to work your list? Are you doing what you need to do to connect with the people that are on your list? Do you have things, if they're not the right fit, then fine. But if they're not the right fit, then fine. But are you doing what you need to do to essentially make sure that before you get rid of 500, 1,000 people and say they're not the right fit, make sure that maybe it's something that you're not offering that they actually need. Okay. So before I go to the next 2 points, I want to share with you, I want to ask that you share this broadcast with a friend. So go ahead and tap the share button and just share it with someone, because I'm sure someone needs to hear this today. All right. So the second thing that I want to share with you out of the 3 keys to scaling your business 6 figures and beyond, hey Monica, is to offer the products that people actually want, but do it at different stages of where they are. So another example, and it's International Women's Day, so I'm going to give you some examples of women who are killing it in this arena, because I gave a guy example for the last one. Rosetta from Happy Black Woman is a prime example of someone who's doing that. So if you work with her privately, hey Rashonda, it's going to be more, essentially, right? I'm pretty sure it's at least 10K or more to work with her privately. But if you go on her site, you'll find different products that you can purchase at the level that you're at. So if you are at the point where, what I love about her is she's a business coach but focused around a holistic life. Hey Slam. And so what I would say is, if you go to her site, you'll find something on purpose, how to start a business. She has events. And so yes, you may not be ready for a 10K one-on-one, and I'm just guessing her prices here. I'm sure it's more. Maybe you're not ready for whatever that price is, but you can buy a $297 product. You can join her $2,000 program. So you can she's meeting you where you're at, versus saying, well, I'm only going to work with people. This is what a word is. I'm only going to work with people who can afford, 5 figures and beyond. And they are out there. There's the audience for you that you're going to be able to support, but you need to have offers that's going to meet your audience where they're at. That's the biggest mistake most people make. And I know in the beginning, like I said, as a coach, you want to fill your one-on-one practice. You want to make sure that you have money coming in so you can focus on these other areas. But once you're making that consistent income at the client level, you need to make time, put it on your calendar, to start creating products and other offers that's going to meet your audience where they're at. Because I remember, I'm currently not offering Hustle Fearlessly, but when I did launch it, the ladies were like, I'm so grateful that you offered this, because I wasn't I wasn't there yet to invest with you privately, but it gave them major results, and this changed my business, it changed my life. But I'm so happy that you offered something that I can actually say, okay, I'm ready to invest. So that's my point. So if you're just joining us, number 1 of the 3 keys to scaling your business 6 figures and beyond, to understand your customers' journey with you and managing it the right way, in terms of making sure that you're checking your stats and seeing where people are actually where they are in your business, and how can you get them to buy if they're not buyers. And the second one is to really create offerings that's going to meet people where they are now. So Rosetta has products from a lower end all the way up to a higher end. So it doesn't mean she doesn't get clients because she's only offering, if you go to her site right now, you'll see all of the different things that she offered, but it doesn't mean she's not making money. It just means she's smart about having products where people can meet her where she's at. And the third thing that I want to share with you in terms of 3 keys to scaling your business 6 figures and beyond, I'm looking at my notes, by the way, I'm not just in case you're like, what is she looking at, is to have a profitable funnel that actually converts. So oftentimes we have the products, right? We have the customers coming in, and not all leads are equal to the best leads in the world, right? So some of your leads are not going to be ready to do one-on-one work with you. They may not even be ready to do a group program, but at a certain point, your funnels are meant to build relationships with people. And as it builds, of course, it's going to change their mind about saying, ooh, stranger danger, to, hey, I like you. I really need this offer that you're offering. I'm totally going to buy it. And so, but you need your funnels to be profitable, and they need to actually convert. So one thing that I always hear from people when it comes to funnels and setting things up is like, oh, it's not working. They wrote that one set of emails. They never changed it. They never, so there's so many things. There's the conversation that you're having within the email. Oftentimes my clients, when they write their first set of emails, it's always like they're like, email number 2, like, hey girl, did you check out the freebie? That's not really going to connect with me, right? But if you're talking about, you're a relationship coach, or you're talking about, like, it's Friday night, you're getting ready for your date with your man, and you're having an argument. Why? Because your communication sucks. Like, you kind of pull me in because I'm like, yeah, I do have, like, I feel like every Friday when I'm ready to go on a date with him, we start a fight, and it just ruins the whole situation. Like, you want to talk to people. And so your funnel needs to be able to convert, not just in leads, but in actual sales. And so your business should have several different funnels in order to sell you and your business and your offers, period. And I know, like, there'll be people who say, oh, it's not about the money. It may not be about the money. I'm not asking you to focus that 100%, but the truth is, you're a business, and if you're not making money, you're just an expensive hobby. And so, sorry, notifications. And so if your funnels are not converting, if you don't have funnels, you need them. If they're not converting, then you need to tweak them, and you need to understand what you're saying to people that's going to move them to the next level. Because marketing is all about persuasion. It's about connecting. It's about really, showing up for your audience and building that trust, but you need to persuade them that you're the right fit. And I'm not saying for you to wave a white flag and be like, hey, I'm the coach for you, like, work with me. But if you're doing it right, especially through funnels, you're going to be able to connect with them in a way that says, hey, I'm the right fit. And so if you're at a point in your business where you're not making the money that you want, and you're stuck at that 50K or under even, and one thing I want to say, a bonus lesson for you, I always hear people say, well, you're undercharging, or you're undervaluing your prices and things like that. But just because you put a sticker of 10K on it, there's so many things that go into that pricing. It's not just you putting the amount. It's also the confidence. It's also the mindset. It's also the strategy behind attracting those people who are ready to pay you that kind of money. That's one thing I want to say overall. If you take anything from this besides these 3 keys, is that just slapping an amount on something is not going to make it sell, right? Because I can, if I don't want to give a gross example, like a zit. If I have a zit here and I just put makeup on it, you'll still probably be able to see it. Like, unless it's really good, you're probably going to see something, right? So just slapping a price on something is not going to get you there. So just because, you're like, okay, fine, I made 50K last year, I want to make 6 figures, so I'm going to start charging $5,000 for my 90-day sessions, but do you have the strategy? Is your sales page, is it where it needs to be? Your branding. And I'm not going to say, oh, everything needs to be so pretty and all your pictures need to be fabulous, because there are people out there with gorgeous photos and they're not making any money. But what I want to say is everything in place to get you the client that's going to be willing to pay you 5K, right? Do you have the systems in place? Do you have the funnels in place for that? So I'm not going to keep this live stream long. I just wanted to share that with you. So that is the elephant in the room, is that we are incredible, and not just in business but in life overall, because we create life, right? We're women. But there's a point where our confidence is keeping us from getting to where we need to be. And if it's not our confidence, it's our mindset. And if it's not that, it's a strategy. So in business, you definitely want to do these 3 things to scale your business. So your goal is, whatever you do in your business, it needs to help you 10x your results. And so if you set a funnel, you need to go in there and check it and tweak it. If you offer a product, you need to make sure it's aligned with your customers that you want to work with, the people you want to attract, and also you need to have something for people in your community as it stands. In the example of Ramit, he did have to let it go, and there were people who may have not been ready, but he understands now the lesson in what he needs to do in the future if he ever has to do something like that. I don't think, he said he probably won't do it again, but my point is he was able to meet his clients where they are, and he has other products that will meet people where they are anyways, and so I don't think he's really losing. But it was a good example to learn from. All right, so my call to action for you today, there's 2 of them. I want you to take the time to evaluate where you are in your business and recognize what's missing and take action on it. What are you missing? What are you lacking in your business right now? Is it marketing? Is it lack of action? Is it you working on your mindset? Is it you working on your pricing, working on your offers, understanding your customers, your email list? Like, are you engaged enough? Like, what is it that's causing you to be stuck in the place that you're at right now in your business? And then going out and finding the help that you need to get there. Because the truth is, guys, I wouldn't be here. I would be somewhere in a dingy office. It wasn't that bad, but it was really like, I wouldn't have this beautiful sunshine, wearing super corporate-y clothes, that's what I call it, and being really uncomfortable because I wasn't investing in myself and understanding where I needed to go in order, what I needed to move forward if you're not taking action. And my second call to action for you is that if you are ready for mentorship and you're ready to move forward and start making your business profitable if it's not already, or scaling it to the next level of 6 figures and multiple 6 figures and beyond, then I want to invite you to chat with me. So you can, I'm going to put the link in the bio in here somewhere in the comments. You can book a strategy session with me by going to fabiolajordani.com/strategy, and let's get you clear on where you are in your business and where you want to go. And of course, if you're ready for mentorship and you want someone to support you and help you implement, but not just give you strategy, but help you actually implement the stuff, then I'm your girl. So I'd love to help you move your business forward and not spend because we're in month 3 of the new year, guys, just so you know. Pretty soon we'll be halfway through the year and you're going to be like, I'm still here trying to figure it out. So ask yourself, are you ready to really claim your space, your title in this space that you're in order for you to move forward? So I want to thank you so much for joining me and watching. Thank you for all the comments, ladies. I appreciate it. Of course, if you're watching the replay and you have questions, you can post them in there. I do go back and respond, and communicate with you. So don't feel free to do that. And I'll see you later. And again, it's fabiolajordani.com/strategy. Bye, everybody.